Hello YouTube, welcome. I want to do a quick rundown of my top 15 YouTube guitar teachers that are my go-tos for my personal playing and who I recommend to people, no matter what level you're at, to check these guys out because I found them all to be helpful. And I'll tell you kind of why I put each one where I put them. I actually ranked them from 15 down to 1. Down to my favorite. So I had to write this one down. So let's get started with number 15. Okay. So at 15 I've got Tomo Fujita. I think I'm pronouncing his name right, but he was actually John Mayer's teacher. He's got a really cool YouTube page where he does a lot of gear stuff, but also some really cool lessons. He doesn't really like tab things out or tell you what he's playing exactly, but some real cool ideas that you can get from him. At number 14, I have Shane with In the Blues. Really cool channel. Once again, a lot of gear reviews with Shane, but he does a lot of like affordable gear reviews and a lot of stuff that's in the genre I like. And then when he does do lessons, I like them as well. And I like his personality, the way he comes off on camera. He's just a good channel to keep up with. At number 13, I have Robert Baker. Robert Baker is an interesting channel. Once in a while, he'll go through licks or some different ideas. He does some gear stuff. He does some like fun videos, unboxing videos, and just some different things. He's kind of all over with it, and he's got a really cool personality, really cool guitar collection. He's more on the rock side of things more than some of my other guys. So I like to check on him if I'm trying to, learn an Eddie Van Halen lick, right? So recommend him for that kind of stuff. So coming in at number 12, I've got Jack Ruch. And Jack is, I think, a Nashville guy. And his playing is just stellar. The guy, he really articulates ideas well, tells you kind of exactly what he's playing, doesn't go through it note for note, but he really spells it out for you, the concepts. Kind of next level with him a little bit, but still digestible for most players, I think. He's got a really mellow demeanor, and he's very easy to understand because of the way he comes off on camera. Very, very chill, laid back, just and a great player. So check him out. We got number 11, RJ Ronquillo, and once again, a lot of gear stuff with him. He's more on the rock side as well. But he does do some cool lessons, some cool out-of-the-box blues lessons, some stuff like that. So he's a go-to. He does some cool like coffee talks on Saturday mornings and live streams and stuff. So check him out. Number 10, I've got Swift Lessons. Rob Swift with Swift Lessons. His is really digestible for beginner and intermediate players. He's got tabs on there. Very, once again, kind of like Jack, very mellow demeanor and easy to understand the way he is mellow and articulates himself. So just a really good channel, especially if you're more on the beginner intermediate side of it. He really introduces you to some simple yet effective ideas. I really like his playing. And then at number 9, I've got Damian Bacci, kind of a different one that I bet you a lot of guys don't follow because he's like kind of strictly rockabilly. But if you're looking for those types of licks, he's a really hilarious, fun dude, and he's got some really cool rockabilly riffs. And if you're going down that rabbit hole, he's a guy to check out. At number 8, I've got Marty Schwartz, and I don't check out Marty's stuff as much as I once did, but he's kind of the guy that got me introduced to like YouTube lessons, so I have to give him props here and give respect where respect is due. And he's got tons of songs, tons of concept videos, you name it. He's pretty much got it all. He's been in the space for a really long time. I'm pretty sure he's my neighbor. I think he lives in San Marcos. I think he's out of San Marcos, which would be really cool if I ever ran into Marty Schwartz. But he's got a really cool channel. He's got some gear stuff too. But as far as like just concepts and songs and stuff, he's a great go-to. Very easy way of teaching. He's got a real easy way, comfortable on camera and demeanor. So yeah, check out Marty. I'm sure you probably already have. He's huge. At number 7. Coming in at number 7, I've got Doug Seven. And Doug Seven is a country Nashville guy. And if you're looking for chicken picking, he's one of the best out there. His lessons are a little bit, I mean, he doesn't really tell you all what to play. He just goes off of concepts. But if you can follow him, this dude is just on another level as far as like a chicken picking national country kind of guy. So if you're looking for that stuff, check out Doug Seven. At number 6 here, I've got Brian from Active Melody. And once again, I think Brian's a little bit more maybe in the Marty vein, maybe in the Swift Lessons vein of geared a little more to intermediate, beginner intermediate, intermediate, that type of player. But it's super digestible, and yeah, I love his. Once again, just absolutely love his on screen chillness, like some of those other guys, and his ability to just very well articulate, what he's trying to teach. He goes through a lot of like like simple concepts, like things that you should kind of know, but he really kind of spells it out well, and gives you some options to color it. And instead of playing just the straight major pentatonic, do the Allman Brothers with the major 6, and he does a lot of that kind of stuff. And I've picked up a lot of things in my personal playing from him, even though he's not geared to more advanced players. I like Brian's videos a lot, and I have to rank him high. Also for his like production quality and the way that he makes his videos. And he just has all his stuff really together. So I give big props to Brian from Active Melody. Number 5, I've got Daniel Danato, and he's another chicken picking country guy, young guy. He does some reverb lessons, some stuff on his own. You'll see some long formatted stuff, some quick riff lesson type stuff. But no matter what, the guy's just a beast of a player, especially for his age. I've learned multiple things and stolen multiple riffs from Daniel Danato, so thanks, buddy. Very good player. I have him coming in number 5. Number 4. So now we've gotten into the top 5 here. So number 4, I've got Carl Brown from Guitar Lessons 365. And if you're looking to like learn a tune, like the whole tune, note for note, the solo, everything, he's got it, and he goes through the whole thing kind of the way I do, just telling you what frets to go to, where to go to, kind of going through the whole song. And he'll do, if it's a long song or if there's lots of things to digest, he'll do it in multiple parts. I can't speak highly enough on his style, how they put the whole thing together. If you're looking to learn an entire tune and thoroughly, Guitar Lessons 365, Carl Brown is definitely one of the top ones to go to, coming in at number 4 for me. Number 3, I've got Corey Congilio. And Corey, wow, where to start with him? His lessons are amazing. He is more in the more intermediate to advanced intermediate, almost to advanced type of teacher, with some beginner stuff as well. Definitely check him out no matter what level you're at, but he has got an amazing on-screen, on-camera presence and aura. He's a killer player, absolutely exactly in my vein of like mixing country, southern rock, blues, rockabilly, funk, jazz. I mean, he's really, soul. He just does all the kind of stuff I like. So I got to put Corey at number 3, and he answered an email back from me with some advice about this whole thing. So I just want to thank him for that. I mean, he got back to me within like an hour. It was just an amazing professional guy. Can't recommend his channel enough. So check out Corey Congilio. He is, and I hope I'm saying it right. I've never spoken with the man. So he comes in at number 3 for me. At number 2, I've got Adrian with Anyone Can Play Guitar. And Adrian is kind of like Marty, a guy who I first started out checking out his lessons. I think he's overseas. He's got this accent. He's this little guy with this accent, but he plays like country and rockabilly and blues. And I mean, he's just really, really got some. His playing is so. I feel like he's so exactly at where I'm at that his lessons just fit me absolutely perfect. And you'll find that too. That there's certain instructors where you feel like they just communicate for like the level of play that you're at, and he is just right. Me and him are just right there, simpatico. Kind of same with Corey too. So that's why him and Adrian come in at 2 and 3 for me, is because they resonate with me very highly on a personal level. And then let's get to number one. And number one is the Truefire series. And if you aren't familiar with Truefire series, it is the ultimate learning tool. I mean, they have video after video after video. You pay for some of it, you don't pay for some of it. Some of it's free on YouTube, some of it you download to your computer. But I cannot recommend it enough. Any style, any licks, any players, anything, any this, that, you've got it. They've got it. They've got you covered. And it is just with tabs. They have all these guest teachers. I think Corey's done it, and so half the guys on the list have probably done a series with them. Truefire is just an amazing service. I'm subscribed to it. They, sometimes offer deals where, you can purchase stuff cheaper, but for the most part you have to buy the DVDs, but you have access to them forever. You have the tabs forever. You have everything forever. So it's, I can't recommend Truefire enough. They've helped me get where I'm at my playing. I owe them a lot. My very first jazz video was an old Truefire video from like 2004 with Frank Vignola, who I didn't include on my list, but Frank Vignola is another great jazz teacher. Check him out. Just can't speak highly enough about the Truefire series and everything I've learned from that. Even some of the licks I teach you come from that, because I've used it so much in my own personal development. So it just comes out in my playing. So when I tell you I've got a major 7 lick, there's a good chance I learned it from one of those videos, because that's just, I went to school for it for a while, and then I started using Truefire as like a real means of developing my playing. So I can't recommend them enough, or any of these other 15 teachers that I mentioned here today. So I just want to give props to those other teachers out there, and kind of let you guys know what I use to, not only what I use, but also what I recommend for you too. Because if you're watching my videos, you're obviously playing, and these are other guys that you're going to get a ton of stuff from. So take advantage of it and keep on picking. And I love you all. Peace, love, and music. And keep on picking. I love you. Peace.